Alright, so today's parts day. I got all my parts in. I got the Yamaha genuine filter and little frame in there to put into the airbox. I got the water flush kit, so I can at least flush the engine and run it at my house. And then I got some oil and the filter and plugs. Those are on the bench over there. But so for right now, I actually cleaned out the airbox. I took it out. So this piece, just like that one, this one was actually easier to take out than that. Hilarious. But basically this one, since you have this big divot in here, you can put this right in here and then you can just slide it right out. So I took the hose and some soapy water and got it all cleaned out, let it dry. Looks great, looks brand new, you know. Looks like an air filter box now, not some sort of coffee machine. And then this one is clean as well. I got all my screws still up on there. If I can give you a quick shot how clean it came out. Looks nice, looks brand new. So yeah, some simple green. I even used the magic eraser when I had to. But yeah, I've had this kept off with some gloves, the air intake and the breather hose that goes to the crankcase with gloves. I use green ones just so I wouldn't forget that you know, I gotta connect these, or at least know that these are plugged up. So let me put this big piece in there, and then actually let me see if I can get that in here. Like, no, so this goes this way, this end goes there. Okay, alright, so let's see if I can do this. This goes in like that. I can't remember. Yeah, see how this one actually goes in pretty easy, and then just give it a quick, don't want to hit anything important like the fuel line, like I am in the fuse box and all the wiring harness and all that. See, I'm just turning it. Oh, it's just jammed. Let's get this. There we go. A little wiggling. Bam. Airbox is going in happily into its little home. Almost happily. Alright, so actually I got this breather hose here. It's all jammed on. There we go. So, now this goes in like that. And yeah, obviously I'm gonna get it set up there. But let's see. So you can get that, yeah. So then that'll slide into there and I'll bolt that in. But for right now, I'm actually gonna do like I did before. Tilt it, put the filter in, screw the top on, and then mount that entire box to the actual jet ski. Alright, so there's the air filter down to the air box. It just slides into those grooves right there. Nice snug fit, nice OEM fit, nice and clean. That's nice. So in the future, I know that there's actually a hole in the bottom of this air intake that does dribble water, so I don't have to be too concerned about this filling with water. Well, it shouldn't really fill up with water, but in case it gets a little in there, at least I have this to block water from splashing through, as well as having that hole in the bottom to let it drip out. I feel a lot better having that air intake in there, the air filter, you know, for dirt and debris, which is unlikely, but also, you know, water just splashing, blasting right through into the intake. So yeah, now let me get this cover in there. This is the hard part. I'm probably gonna have to be off camera for that, but let me just slide that thing in there, and then I can where you see all the holes on there, I can screw all these screws into it, and then mount the box back, and then put the pipes back on, and be done with the intake. Alright, well that was pretty horrible. Screwdriver, and all those screws are in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 screws. You can see, not that, right there. Right, there's one right there. Those are all tightened. The airbox is dropped, which makes it so much easier to install this top piece. Like, you just wiggle it and then you drop it below the mounts. So now I got a nice new filter in there, nice clean airbox. So now I'm going to pull the box up, twist this, and plug her back in, and then get the bolts in, and then get the breather tube on, and then this will be done. That'll be nice. Alright, just got the airbox all the way up to its mounting points. This side just slides in to those 2 bolts, and then this side I just threaded those in by hand. Those 2 bolts you can see right there. So I'm just going to torque them down. I'll just go hand torque on it. Yeah, nice little fine tooth ratchet gives me plenty of freedom. So that I just did the other one. Now that one's done. So now the airbox is screwed in, secured, it's good to go. All those screws are in, torqued to hand torque. I slipped over this intake right here. Just gotta tighten the screw. Let me get that. Alright, flathead engaged. Tighten this bad boy up. I would use a socket, but I'm not. So that's tight. There we go. Nice and snug on there. Everything meets up like it should. Let me get the breather hose back on right here. I should get my, let me get my pliers. Man, one-handed sucks, you know? Alright, let's put this hose like that. Damn it. Alright, so unfortunately I didn't have 3 hands, but you get the picture. I squeezed the clamp, put the hose on, that's done. I'm trying to think of what else I got. Gotta put this little line in this little holder here. Yeah, it doesn't really want to stay. I think it'd be better if it was down here. I don't know, it's just how it came, like that. There we go. So that's kind of where it should be. I gotta put zip ties on here. That's how it was when I ripped it all apart. Little harness. Next I gotta actually go through that fuse box. I just want to look at it. Everything works, it seems like. I just want to check it out. Know what I'm up against if anything happens out in the water. I got some nice C-choice zip ties here. Not gonna go too tight. Just kind of let it dangle it. There we go. Got one. This other one will be fun. And I have one zip tie. Great. Oh, here it is. Alright, and I got my 2 zip ties back on the harness. And it looks like this Airbox is complete. I got that tightened down, the clamp on. Just double checked everything. So that's great. Airbox is cleaned out. Fresh, ready to go. So, next I'm gonna get the engine running with the flush kit and idle it good in the driveway and just, you know, see if I can. I gotta look up how long I can run it just on the hose. I think I was reading about the carbon ring getting hot and the impeller needing more water than none. So I'll probably take the hose underneath there and shoot. I would love to run this thing like a solid 30 minutes just sitting here and revving it. Not revving it, just braps. But I read that that's probably not the best idea, obviously, because there's things that need to cool down that aren't being cooled by this. Like I said, impeller shaft and carbon ring, I guess, and seal and whatnot. So thank you for watching.